It's a good vlog with Esther Brunat. A good vlog for the good people. I'm gonna take you guys to school with me today. So yeah, let's go. I'm just really hoping that you guys can see me. I'm gonna tell you what my plan is in the 5 minutes that I have in the parking lot before I have to go into work. I actually have a conference that I have to do. Anyway, focus. I'm going to play karaoke bingo with my students today. And last time I played it, I showed a clip. So karaoke bingo is the game that we are playing today. But it's worth it after party. The way that karaoke bingo works is, ladies and gentlemen, I give you a problem to do, and then I play some music while you do the problem and sing along to annoy you. Through my tears.
Really to get a whole mic for this. Come on, like you unpredictable. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't lie. I'm over here. I'm looking at Google. I'm like looking at Google. And I just hear an echo. I'm like, why? You have a mic. Why? Why?
Because you gotta throw a wrench in there every once in a while. I gotta keep you guys guessing. You know what I'm saying? If I don't keep you guessing, you guys get bored, and I get bored. More importantly. And everybody was like, oh my gosh, how do you do it? Da, 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 da. So this is me vlogging and showing you how I play karaoke bingo. This is not a step-by-step tutorial, although I'm gonna try my best, but it's more like to give you an idea, you know, of like what I do, and you could apply that idea to however best suits your needs in your classroom, okay? So yeah, let's go. I think it's gonna have to work. First of all, peep the sweater. Oh, ew. That was like oatmeal. Anyway. Hello. Okay, so here's the deal. Karaoke bingo is a blast, and we're all distance learning, where engagement is just at an all-time low, and I like to do things that just, you know, spice up life a little bit. Right now.
That's not even funny. How?
Her voice came through the mic first.
Man, I'm turning off my camera now.
My man turned his camera on to fight his battle. So that's where karaoke bingo comes in. First thing I do is I set up a class on whitebaord.fi. If you haven't been using whitebaord.fi, get your whole life together. It's a digital whiteboard. You can see what your students are doing live, and it's great. So you just go in, set up a class. It gives them a link or a QR code that they can use, and they can sign on to the class from their phone, or they can sign on to it from a different browser link. It's fantastic. The next thing that I do is on the teacher whiteboard on whitebaord.fi, I will take a picture of a bingo board that I made, and I will drag it onto the whiteboard in whiteboord.fi on the teacher whiteboard. For some very annoying reason, when I do that, it comes out really, really big. So I shrink it until it is the appropriate size. And then what I do is I push that to my students' whiteboards. So there's an option where whatever's on the teacher whiteboard, I can push it to individual students' whiteboard, all of their whiteboards at the same time. Now, if you want to be extra, which is your right, you could make a few different bingo boards and you could individually push them to your students' whiteboards. That's cool too. I make my students use all the same whiteboard because they can't see each other. I mean, same bingo board because they can't see each other. And it's distance learning, and I just don't want to make my life a little bit more complicated than it needs to be. So everybody gets the same bingo board. After I set them up, I explained to them that they could get bingo by rows, across, up and down, diagonal. And because it is 4x4 and not 5x5 and no free space, they can also do 4 corners. And they could get bingo like that. Whatever you feel like doing. Now, I will give them a problem. So in this case, we're learning about the vertex and the axis of symmetry of a parabola in vertex form, which is super easy. So I'll put an equation up on the screen in vertex form, and they have to find the vertex on their bingo board or find the axis of symmetry on their bingo board. So easy. Once they do that, we go along. They're all gonna get bingo at the same time because they all have the same boards, right? And it's whoever says it first. So whoever types first in the chat and it comes through first, or whoever unmutes themselves first to say bingo, bingo. Boom. That's it. In a nutshell. Now, tips and tricks on the little whiteboard, they can copy paste emojis and put emojis over their, for their whiteboard game pieces. They could just use a marker. That also works. I sometimes rig the game, which means I position the questions specifically so I know when they're gonna get bingo. That's a hack, okay? So you could be paying attention for when that problem comes up. And then, what else do I do? I think that's it. I mean, that really is it in a nutshell. I don't have nothing else complicated because this is not a season for complications, okay? So do you, boo, and that's it. That's karaoke. Now, you're like, Esther, you taught us how to play bingo, but you didn't talk about karaoke. I got you. Oh, I was like, it's empty. That's because it's here. Let's see. Are you gonna turn on? I just want, hey. Let's see if we can make it echo. Yes. So then what happens here is this connects to my iPhone, which is filming me right now. Hey. And then once it connects to my iPhone, I play a song. I control the volume. Okay? And I sing along. So when they have a problem to do, let's say I'm about to play This Day from the Jingle Jangle movie. This is probably not going to get on YouTube till January. Anyway, and here I am, all decked out in all the Christmas. Anyway, I'm playing This Day. If you haven't listened to that song, I'm sure I'll play a clip in here somewhere.
You know? This day I knew we would see this day. You know all the dreams are calling on this day. It's out there if you want it. Don't be afraid. Believe it now, your best is yet to come. It's all my life waiting for this day. Waiting for this day.
And I sing while they do the problem. Now, our problems are like 2 seconds long today, so usually I like sing for like 75% of a song, and then, whatever. I'll probably sing for like 2 seconds, and then we'll move on to the next one. Anywho, the last thing, let me turn this off. The last thing is that theoretically, when you're playing bingo, you want your students to know the content when they're reviewing. I find that in this season, my students don't know their content, it is what it is. So I want to make sure that I'm also teaching while we're playing bingo. So about every 3 or 4 problems, I will stop and I will explain the problems that we just did. And I know that means that some of them who didn't know an answer before will now get that answer. I don't care. It's fine. Because I would rather, learning is the win here for me. So those are all of my tips. So let us recap, okay? Number 1, you want to set up a class in whitebaord.fi. Number 2, you want to have a pre-made bingo board. Drag that sucker in, resize it for the kids. Number 3, you want to push that to all of their screens. This is an option. You can make multiple whiteboards and multiple bingo boards. I keep saying that. Multiple bingo boards and push them individually to students' screens also. Mess around with the website. You'll figure it out, I'm sure. Once that is set up, the students can use either the marker feature or they can use the emoji feature to place their pieces on their bingo board or mark off their bingo board. Okay? Play a song. Get you a little karaoke mic. I hope the link is going to be in the bio or what do you call that? The description section? Whatever. I hope the link is going to be there for my karaoke mic. Get you a little karaoke mic. And once you get that little karaoke mic, just go ahead and play some cheesy song, 90s preferably, because they hate that, and sing along with it while they do the first problem that you put up on the screen. You put the problem up, they select the answer. And fly away. Next. Even though I'm knocking it down, I have to figure it out.
I deleted the bingo page. Can you, when I was deleting something, I accidentally deleted it?
Okay.
What I got in my hands could be the spark, turns it all around. Could this be happening now? 'Cause all my life I've waited for this day.